for all the people who bought tickets today at Wembley and made it a sellout. I salute them. Cheers.
But it's just, they don't want, it's like, we can't have him there. It's like, yeah, but if you get him there, I'd be going, if you get Hearn there, that's going to ramp up the buys unbelievable. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because you're going to sell out 90,000 easy anyway at Wembley.
Catch up with you for it.
What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy Rusty Bar for coming through with them consistent coin. They want to be favourite coin. Them consistent ones, 100%. So we just heard there from your mans, Tyson Fury. And it's bad right now. I don't want to make this about Eddie Hearn from Down Bad Room Promotions, but listen, what can I say? Eddie Hearn put a video out a few days ago, and I'm going to cover this in its own right, but it's so linked. But the bottom line is, a few days ago, Eddie Hearn put a video out, and obviously Dillian Whyte didn't turn up to the press conference, and Eddie Hearn's all smug, and he says, flippantly, he says, oh, I'm going to be promoting Canelo Alvarez, so it doesn't matter anyway. And then he says, on the end of that, oh, and by the way, Frank, good luck selling 80,000 at Wembley. Yeah, and he walks off and Tony Bellend is stroking him off saying, yeah, oh wow, Eddie, you've got Frank with that one. Yeah, Eddie, you've got Canelo and you had AJ with 80,000. Oops, 80,000? How about 100,000, yeah? In fact, not about 100%. How about 100,000 in 3 hours and the prices are double? It's bad for that. It's bad, genuinely, yeah? I can't even lie to you. I knew this fight was big. In fact, I was one of the only ones saying, all these other goofies were saying, oh, I was the one who said, I think about a month ago, that I think this could do maybe even 3 million pay-per-view buys. I was the one saying that, based on the fact that AJ and Klitschko did 1.8, and Fury a winner. Yeah, oops, Fury winning. People don't realise, and it's all linked in, because I told you, man, I'm the number one advisor in the world right now. Ain't no one number one manager or number one advisor like the YB. I gave Dillian Whyte millions of dollars worth of advice. He didn't take. He down bad now. Yeah, he lost. Dillian Whyte categorically lost millions of guaranteed dollars by not taking my advice. 2-2s. Next advice. Yeah, the YB tells everyone this fight gonna do 3 million pay-per-views. Cause guess what? Yeah, AJ2 talking about step aside. People want to see winners. Yeah, the first thing, you must win. If you ain't winning, ain't no one interested. That's the first thing. All this AJ and Eddie Hearn think they're so smart, don't they? Oh, we're so smart, and we've got this big business, and we've got 258 management who are complete bums, useless at management. Yeah, oh, but don't worry, YB. Yeah, I've got this. You're goofy, is what you is. Like I said, if you ain't winning, what you doing? But not only just the winning, how Tyson Fury has transformed his brand and turned himself into a cash cow is by taking AJ's playbook and supercharging it. Yeah, and the problem is, you see, people get too gassed. Eddie Hearn got too complacent and too gassed. Eddie Hearn started to believe that pay-per-views come because of him. Yeah, that's how gassed, that's how big Eddie Hearn's ego is. Eddie Hearn thinks, oh, I'm selling pay-per-views. People will turn up just to watch apples and pears. No, they won't, unfortunately. That's why AJ can't sell no tickets now. Well, the tickets he can sell, he ain't selling like Tyson Fury. Oops. Yeah, because like I said, people want to watch winners. Who want to turn up and watch a loser? And not only that, who want to turn up, watch a loser, to then say after the fight, oh, I hope the fans enjoyed that show. What? You hope the fans enjoyed you getting your head boxed off? What planet are you on? But it shows you how devoid from reality Eddie Hearn and AJ are. Not even a bit in reality. I hope the fans enjoyed that. You hope the fans enjoy watching their mans get his head boxed off in a glorified sparring session. And Apples and Pears should have sat AJ down. Listen, AJ, that was pathetic. I'm embarrassed for yourself and the fans. Yeah? Don't ever let me have to put on a show like that again. Do you understand, AJ? This ain't no sparring thing. You know what I mean? If you intend on having another sparring session in front of 80,000, do it somewhere else, not with me. I don't want my brand associated with glorified sparring sessions. That's what Eddie Hearn should have told AJ. Instead, Eddie Hearn thinks the public have got money to waste, yeah? He thinks it's a big joke. And that's the problem with Silver Spoons. Silver Spoons don't understand the value of a hard-earned dollar. Eddie Hearn thinks, well, my dad's got 10 mil, so why can't the public pay £30 to watch a sparring session. Yeah, that's what he thinks, 100%. That's why people say things like, that's why Eddie Hearn and AJ after the fight were saying, oh, I hope the fans had good value. You hope the fans had good value watching you get your head boxed off and you were just going through the motions. Meanwhile, now people say, why BR? Tyson Fury is sold out and you spent the whole video talking about Eddie Hearn. No, it's linked, because guess what? Tyson Fury, what he's been able to do, and this shows you that fans are fickle to some extent. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm probably the best example of this. I know I'm the number one casual fan, and I know what's popping and what ain't popping. And right now, Fury popping. Why? Number one, he's winning, but more important than winning is entertaining. Yeah, you must win, number one. Number two, you must be entertaining. And number three, knockouts. That's it. Fans don't ask for much. Win and get the knockout, or go for the knockout. And that's where entertaining comes in. You can't always get the knockout, but if you're entertaining, if you're trying for it, the fans can appreciate that. For example, that Wilder fight versus Fury, the third one. That could have, let's say for example that fight didn't end in a stoppage. Guess what? We all would have been entertained the same way. Do you understand? Entertaining. Fury was pushing through. Fury could have sat back and said, oh well, my name's Tyson Johnston. My name's Tyson Johnson and I'm going to have a sparring session for £80. £80 pay-per-view sparring session. He could have done that. Fury could have easily gone in there and jabbed Wilder's nut right the way off of his head for the last few rounds and just sat back. Well, I'm winning anyway. Let me just sit back and turn into Anthony the Friendly Boogaloo Bear Johnston. He didn't do that. He went in there and made sure Wilder's wig went flying off all the way into ayahuasca land. And that's what you'll see. I'm broken it down the long way, but that's what you're seeing here, people. You've seen a true brand transformation. Fury's turned into the cash cow, and the real cash cow as well. Because not only is Fury getting stoppages and he's winning consecutively, he's doing it against top opposition. In as much as, yeah, people know I've never been a massive fan of Wilder, but the more I spend time, I've actually increased my rating of Wilder recently. For example, look at Lawrence Okolie. Lawrence Okolie going life and death with Eurobums. Yeah? For a long time, I slagged Wilder off saying, whoa, Wilder's only KOing bums. Well, in reality, people, hate to break it to you, maybe that's some of my casualness or naiveness. Really, as much as I don't rate Wilder, he put a lot of people out cold. Yeah? A lot of Eurobums, they went out cold. Oops. Cold. They went out. And even above Eurobum level, even people like Ortiz, who I don't rate, but still, Ortiz, out cold. Lawrence Hug Coley, he can't even... He could barely stun the guy. Never mind put him out cold. Eurobum. So on that basis of Wilder going up in my estimations, look what Fury did to him. Wilder really is the best of the bunch. Let's call it a spade. What do you think AJ gonna do with Wilder? Let's be real now. What do you think AJ gonna do with Wilder when Wilder pops him on the mouth with the right hand? What's he gonna do? Let's be realistic now. Bearing in mind we've just watched a middleweight do exactly that, and AJ's back end was flapping for 12 rounds. I think he goes out cold. Honestly. I think if all Wilder has to do is walk straight forward and put a right hand on AJ, and the fight's over. Yeah. It's going to be spark out or the beginning of the end, 100%. So on that basis, Wilder realistically is at least top 3 heavyweight right now. And look what Fury did to that. So Fury not only is winning, not only scoring KOs, he's doing it against top 3. That's what creates value, and doing it back to back as well. He dominated the top 3 heavyweight in the world, on a back to back basis in devastating fashion. Yeah. People like Lawrence Okolie, they can't even get stoppages over bums. Oops. Yeah, to understand. Look, let's be real now. Fury is moshing after death the top 3 heavyweight of the last 20 years. Lawrence Okolie going life and death with Eurobum. Do you understand? 12 rounds. Stretching it out. Boring everyone to tears. Do you see the levels there? Same as AJ. In fact, Lawrence Okolie and AJ are in the same category. You've got these two guys. Oh, big apples and pears. Oh, my name's Apples and Pears, Lawrence Okolie. My name's Anthony the Friendly Boogaloo Bear Johnston. They go in there, no shame having asses. Big show, I'm headlining the show. And you're stretching it out for 12 rounds. AJ, all of these dons, glorified sparring sessions. Do you think that people are paying to watch you hug someone like a big koala bear? Okoli. Lawrence hug Coley. Lawrence the koala bear Okoli. Yeah? And no one's trying to watch that. What's wrong with these guys? Seriously. People want to watch you get stuck in. And if you can't do that, go back to McDonald's. Oops. Yeah? That's what you need to do. Because I tell you what you ain't doing. Go back to McDonald's. And no one's trying to watch that. Yeah? I'm being honest with you. I ain't going to lie to you. And if Eddie Hearn did his job properly, if Eddie Hearn realised the value of $1, that's what he'd be telling these guys. Eddie Hearn should have sat Lawrence Coley down. Listen, Lawrence, if you're going to put that crap on, I'll have a word with the local McDonald's manager and get you, you know what I mean, and get you back on the rotation. 100%. Yeah? You'll be, listen, Hug Coley, if you put off that crap again, you'll be doing the McFlurries on Tuesday. 100%. There's no doubt about that. That's what I'll be telling Hug Coley. Because it's not acceptable. It's not. But Mr. Apples and Pears, he thinks, well, you know, I'm rich anyway, and if we can bump some fans to watch to watch Lawrence hug onto the dude's leg, onto the dude's waist all night, then that's what we'll do. Don't value the value, or Eddie Hearn doesn't appreciate the value of $1. Yeah, big pay-per-views, big ticket sales, and that's why Fury come through now, red hot. Because guess what, the fans, and this is why. There was a video that came out, I haven't covered it yet, but that's why if anyone around Fury hears this, don't go down that other route, that other funny style route that you went down. I mean, I've heard some things and to be fair, Fury recently, in the last few days, has said that he's sticking with the KOs now, and he actually talked bad on his old style, which I agree. His old style's boring, and I know the Fury Man fans will say, no, I love seeing that. I don't, and I'm the casual fan. The casual fan don't want to watch you dance around. Now, jabbing someone's nut off to then get the KO is fine, but just dancing around and calling it whatever, no good. Because for years, when Fury was doing that other style, people would say, oh no, YB, he boxed his head off. No, he didn't. Boxing someone's head off is when they're knocked out cold. That's what you call it. No, Fury didn't box Klitschko's head off. Yeah? Fury tickled Klitschko half to death. That's what I call that. Yeah, I'm saying, that's tickling. 100%. Let's be real now. The fans want to see, and don't forget, I feel like as fans, we're not asking for too much. Yeah? We're not asking for too much when these guys are making $30 million. Oops. Do you understand? I feel like people say, YB, but, you know, these guys have got families, and so's everyone else. Yeah, and we ain't making £30 million for half an hour's work. So when I feel when you're making £30 million for half an hour's work, you should go in there and leave, you know what I mean, and put a shift in. I don't think there's anything wrong with expecting that. I expect Anthony Johnston to go in there and put a shift in for £30 million. If you know what I mean, if you wouldn't mind. Fucking hell. Do you know what I'm saying? Same as all the other these cats. Lawrence Coley probably got paid 500 grand. Was that a 500 grand performance, do you think? Seriously, was that a 500 grand for 30-minute work performance? I don't think it was. Yeah? Treat it like, you know what I mean? Treat the fight like you treat the coin. Because you man get paid a whole bunch of coin. And you ain't, but I'm not seeing it translate. I'm seeing sparring sessions. I'm seeing people go through the motions. Not acceptable. Yeah? Not in a bit. Not even a little bit acceptable. Yeah? So anyway. Fury. He come through right now. He flaming hot. Flaming hot. He flaming hot right now. There's no doubt about that. Flaming hot. Tickets flew out. Yeah? I saw Sporting Shilicon's video and he was queuing up to buy tickets apparently, and there was 100,000 people in the queue. 100,000 people in the queue. It's wowing in. Seriously, it's wowing in what's been going on. 150,000 people in the queue. Frank Warren came through and said we could have sold it 3 times over. And it's one thing people saying that, then that's what the numbers say. Tyson Fury reposted a post of 150,000 people in the queue. So, do the maths. 150,000 people in the queue, even if you say half of them are fake, that in itself is 85,000. And most people are going to be buying 1 or 2 or 3. So, literally, they could have sold 300,000 tickets. And I did the research, got more videos coming soon, but unfortunately, people, these tickets priced, not only have they sold 3 times the amount of tickets they have, they've also sold at much higher prices as well. AJ's been blown out of the water, and that's because Fury's riding high right now. Fury's been able to convert that USA market. The UK has always been a kind of an offspring market. If you can do decent in the US, it spreads. The US really is that's the main market in the world, bottom line. So if you can half do it over there, I'm not sitting here telling you that Fury's conquered the US, no, but if you can do it half sharp in the US, which Fury has, coming back here, you know what I mean? Everyone who's watched it in the US has watched it over here. You understand? It's one of them ones, and that's what we're seeing now. And people appreciate that as well. People appreciate and want to get a piece of what they've witnessed in the Wilder fights, and rightly so. Fury's earned this. Yeah, Fury left a piece of himself out there. He's earned this. People say, YB, you're a hater. No, I'm happy. Yeah? Well, look, that's all we asked for is a fair exchange. Fury get paid a whole bag of money, and rightfully so, to put in a whole bag of performance. That's it. If you don't feel you can do that, yeah, Johnston. If you feel like all you can do is a sparring session, stick in the sparring gym. Don't be taking people's coin. Yeah? Don't be taking people's hard-earned coin to be doing half-assed work. Not interested. So yeah, stay in the gym. Be a gym fighter. Yeah? And Eddie Hearn thinks it's all a big song and thinks it's all a big joke because he's had it all been passed to him, you see. He never had to grind. So it's all a big wet. Who cares? Who cares if we charge £30 for a sparring session? My name's Apples and Pears. That's what 100%. And he looking super stupid right now. And all these people said to me, YB, you don't realise how smart Eddie Hearn is. No word of a lie. When Frank Warren won the purse bid, yeah, people was coming at me saying, YB, Frank Warren's about to go bankrupt because Eddie Hearn's so smart. Eddie Hearn knows the business better than anyone else. And he knows that this fight is only going to do 500,000 pay-per-views, and he knows this, he knows that. Oops, did he? Yeah, because your man Eddie was just celebrating that he won't be able to sell 80,000. Now that's just shut down 200,000, and the ticket prices are double what AJ be selling them at. Yeah? What you got to say now? And I knew it. Again, do I be number one advice? I knew this was going to be shit hot, because this is genuinely the biggest UK derby in the last 20 years. Simple as that. And you got Tyson Fury heading the bill, a man who's just pushed back the number 3 heavyweight in the world's wig right the way back for him, twice, back to back. Yeah, you do, and not only that, people want to be involved in entertainment. The reason AJ's shit's tanking, who want to watch people fanning around? The fans can feel the nervousness. Who want to go there and watch their nervous man? I don't want to watch that. I don't even want to watch it on TV. I cringe about thinking about watching Anthony Johnston. Who want to watch their man? Who want to watch a big bodybuilder look nervous against Eurobums, against middleweights? Who want to watch that? The fans don't. That's why the numbers are where they are. People want to watch their big champion go in there and get stuck right in. Tyson Fury right now is aspirational. People want to watch a big guy go in there and walk forward and fill someone's nut right the way in for them. People don't want to watch a big bodybuilder flapping for 12 rounds. Who want to watch that? Or better, worse yet, get his head boxed right off. Genuinely, who wants to watch a big bodybuilder be all nervous? It's almost, and no one's trying to watch that. And that's why the numbers are saying what they're saying right now. And that's why Tyson Fury thriving. And rightfully so. He blew the lid off these sales. And what gets me the most is the fact that all these Dillian White fans, again, same as the Eddie Hearn, Eddie, YB, you're wrong. Yeah, Eddie Hearn bid low because he knew that this fight wouldn't sell well. Did he? Oops, how'd that work out for him then? And same as Dillian White, man, YB. Yeah, Dillian White hasn't turned up to the press conference. He's killed this show, and yeah. All these weird, funny style man fans want to be wifeys. Rather than being a boxing supporter and saying, you know what, I want the best show. I want the best entertainment. Dillian White should have turned up to entertain the fans. That's his job. Instead of saying that, these man fans who want to be Dillian White's third wife, behind Dean Shite and Sporting Shitecons. YB, no, Dillian shouldn't have turned up. Yeah, and YB, Dillian, yes, I'm well happy Dillian didn't turn up, YB, because that means Dillian's going to kill this show, and yeah, I can't wait for Frank Warren to lose so Eddie Down Bad Hearn can get a W. Oops, how'd it work out for you? Yeah, Dillian White didn't turn up, and it's still shut down. And it's so peak because Sporting Shilicons has been saying, this show's only big because it's Dillian White, and Dillian White's this. Dillian White's a bum. He got paid 200 grand in his last fight against Povetkin in Eddie Hearn's back garden. He's a bum. About Dillian White, no one care about Dillian White, and this proves it. All the people saying, this makes me laugh so much because people were saying things like, YB, yeah, Dillian White shouldn't turn up because he's only getting paid 20%, so good luck promoting it without him. Yeah, Dillian White's going to put 20% of the promotion in. Yeah, fine then, do that. You know what? I'll tell you what to do, Dillian. You do that. You put 20% of the effort in, and we'll still shut it down. Oops. I love it. I love it. The fact that Dillian fans thought they had power. They thought they was gonna make. You know what I mean? Dillian thought he was gonna make a stand. Oh, my name's the Brixton Bum, and I'm gonna make a stand, and I'm gonna fight for justice. And ain't no one miss you, Dillian. What? I mean, let's be real now. Who was turning up to watch the dude who's been knocked cold out by someone's uncle anyway? Seriously, who wanna watch that? Who wanna watch Dillian? Big booby looking ass. Yeah, big booby wanna be looking ass. Listen, Dillian's got boobies. Yeah, who wanna watch a dude with boobies who've been knocked out by everyone already? No one don't wanna watch that. People, I'm not gonna lie to you. Has Tyson Fury got the best chin ever? No, he go down, but guess what? He get up. Shillian got boobies and he stay down. He stays hit by 50-year-old uncles. Yeah, ain't no one queuing up to watch that, and it shows. That's why you got paid 200 grand in your last fight. Yeah, so don't worry. You know what, Dillian? Keep your 20%. And by the way, got more videos coming soon. He's gonna get sanctioned. Dillian's got the worst advice ever. Whoever told him not to turn up is so low IQ. The WBC are literally gonna have you bent over, and they're gonna be giving you the longest one from the back. Yeah, and I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait for the day. Yeah, I get the news come through that Dillian's been taxed 10%. So I can't wait to hear Dillian's only getting a 10% split because he failed to do contractual obligations. Anyway, listen, Tyson Fury, he up right now. Yeah, he booming right now. He shut this whole thing down. That's what he has done, and rightfully so. This event is sizzling. I've never seen something shut down so hard before, and I can't even lie. Whilst I thought it might do, or I still think it will do 2.5 million, 3 million pay-per-view buys, I think even I was shocked at the level of sales this quick in 3 hours. And that's another thing. All the people, I've got more videos coming soon, but people say, "Oh, YB, it's all about StubHub." You man with these dead narratives. Go and actually do the research. I went on StubHub. I added up all the tickets on there. There's about 200-300 tickets on there. Yeah? So everyone's saying, "Oh, YB, it's not real demand. It was all StubHub." Well, if it's all StubHub, why is there only 300 tickets on StubHub? Yeah? Oops. That shows that it's not all StubHub. They're real. This event is literally booming, and it's got nothing to do with Dillian White because he weren't there. Didn't no one even know he was on there? No one don't know he's on there. It's all about. I'm going to break it to you. This is all about Tyson Fury pushing someone's wig back. This is a Tyson Fury show. People want to see who getting their wig pushed back next. Oh, it's the big booby looking ass. Yeah, it's the Brixton boob. Yeah. Oh, who getting knocked out next? Oh, you know what I mean? It's the boobies from Brixton. That's who getting it next. 100%. Yeah, people want to see the boobies from People want to see the Brixton boobies get knocked spark out. That's it. Who next? And then after that, it will be the Watford. Yeah, it will be the Watford Whopper. Yeah. First, listen, we got up next the Brixton boobies. He getting it. After that, we're gonna have the Watford Whopper, back to back, getting knocked spark out. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And the pay-per-view numbers are gonna keep going up and up and up and up. Cause that's what happens when you're shit hot. And Fury right now, he's shit hot. And if you don't like it, take it up with the numbers. Because the thing is, for a long time, I ain't gonna lie to you, for a long time the numbers was with AJ. I'm telling you now, with that same sentiment, I know you AJ fans, you AJ Man fans are gonna be sick, but I'm consistent. I ain't no Man fan. That's why some of you cats went wrong. Just because the numbers, I ain't gonna lie to you. 5 years ago, who had the biggest numbers, Fury or AJ? AJ did, hands down. Now though, it's not even close. Now Fury literally blew Mr. Anthony the Friendly Boogaloo Bear Johnson's wig right the way off in terms of numbers. He's a numbers man right now. And I'm talking about record numbers. AJ's never done these kinds of numbers. And that's what happens when you're a winner. You've got in life, you've got winners and you've got losers. Boogaloo the Bear is a loser right now. And that's simple as that. Yeah? Everyone's had to go on you. Who want to watch that? Who want to watch? It's not entertaining. That's where Eddie Hearn went wrong. Eddie Hearn went wrong thinking it's all about fun and games. He forgot that this is serious business. People don't want to pay to watch losers. That's what they don't want to watch. People don't want to pay to watch their mans get whooped by a middleweight. That's not entertaining. Fans want to watch their mans win on home ground in front of 80,000. Yeah? And unfortunately, Eddie Hearn spent too much time thinking he thought he was the value, you see. Oh, don't worry, AJ, yeah, just treat it like a sparring session. My name's Apples and Pears, and don't worry, I'll sell the pay-per-views because I'm so... No. Yeah? There's no amount of Eddie Hearn, there's no amount of Apples and Pears that are going to change the product. The product's either fire or it's not. And Eddie Hearn hasn't had a fire product in about 5 years. Let's be real now. Yeah? Since 2017, AJ's been useless. That's the facts. Yeah? Fury, meanwhile, Fury's on a complete different trajectory. He's going the other way. Fury started off whopperish, and he's now peaking. The biggest British fighter in history. That's what it is, I'm afraid to say. What can I say? Lennox Lewis, he was a bit of it. Listen, Lennox was confused, let's be real now. He Canadian, he British, he American. He didn't know what he was. So he don't count. I don't want to hear no more about Lennox Lewis, yeah? Because, yeah, I ain't going to lie to you. In the ring, he good, but he was confused. He didn't know where he was from. Oh, I'm Jamaican, I'm Canadian, I'm British, I'm this. He don't count. This Tyson Fury right now, he #1 British fighter in the world ever. Yeah? And he shut the whole thing down. No tickets left to come. No tickets left. Prices were maxed out. Prices were maxed. They're having to increase the stadium. I'm hearing about they're trying to make extensions. Yeah? That's how it's completely shut down. And Eddie Hearn, he lost for words. And Eddie, I know you've been listening to all my bars and stealing my bars, yeah? Let this be a lesson to you. Manage your fighters properly. You're a promoter. You're not supposed to just serve up shit. Yeah? You're supposed to sit your fighters down and say, listen, I'm paying Lawrence Hug Coley. Yeah, Lawrence the Koala Bear Coley. I'm paying you big money to deliver. Not to nick through fights. Not to go 50-50 with Euro bums. I'm paying you to be entertaining. Get that in your head. Fighters need to start understanding that. That's why I rate Cus D'Amato. Cus D'Amato didn't just teach Mike to go in there and nick fights on points. He told him, number one, Mike, before we think about anything, I want you to know that the first thing is entertaining the fans. That's the first thing. And the last thing. I'd rather you get knocked out and be entertaining than go in there and nick fights on points. That's the honest truth. God's honest truth. I mean, look at McTapper. McTapper's still doing numbers. More numbers than all these other fighters who just want to survive in there. It's much better as long as you're explosive. People, I mean, look at Amir Khan. His whole career. Explosive. Yeah? People want to be entertained. They don't want people to turn up and be nervous and nick fights on points. Or try to nick fights on points. Simple as that. So I hope Fury hears this, and I hope he goes from bound to bound, and I think he will. I don't think he's gonna plan on going there now. Now he's got all this clout and whatnot. Well, I'm just hoping. Bottom line is, I think he. Yeah, bottom line, but Dillion's no good. Dillion's the Brixton boobies. Yeah, so knock his head right off for him and send him back with his 20. In fact, send him back with his 10%. Because by the time the WBC has deducted all of his sanctions. After violating the contract, he's going to get about 2%, and rightfully so. I really do hope they slap the book at him and give him 1%. Dillian White's worth 1% because you didn't turn up. Oops. Any value Dillian White had is now gone because you weren't there. So, I mean, think about it. Wait a minute. We sold all the tickets without you. So why are we... Let's be real now. You man are right. All of you fans who were saying, oh, why should Dillian White turn up? He's not getting paid. He's only getting paid 20%. You're right. But better yet, why is he getting paid 20%? Let's be real now. Let's give him what he brought to the table, which was nothing, because he weren't there. Let's give him 1%. Yeah? 1% to turn up and 1% to win. That's what Dillian White should be getting, 100%. The WBC need to throw the book at him. Yeah? The Brixton bum.